Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2015 on Thornton Farm. So what are we doing today? Today we are going to be doing the Great Silage Harvest in theory. Just fast timed, should be ready. So we're going to go down to the harvesters. We're going to be obviously renting this harvester. We're going to be using this puppy right here from ModHoster. Link is in the description. Wow, link is in the mod spreadsheet, should I say. I'm just going to clarify. Yes, it is it. We're going to rent that puppy. We're going to go for probably 5 hours should be good enough. Hit the rent button on that puppy because there ain't no way we're affording that. How much does this harvester run actually? 286. It's not too bad, to tell you the truth. We're going to go down to the headers, and of course we're going to go look for the John Deere corn header. That is this one here, I do believe. Again, I'm just going to clarify. And that's for the older one. That's for the forage harvester. That's the mower header. We do plan on using this at some point as well. We'll rent that for the same amount of time. Don't need to worry about header trailer. That is awesome. Rent. Alrighty, another thing. Many of you do know that I hate silage. Well, I wouldn't say I hate it. I'm just not a big fan. I find it awkward to do in single player. Chrome Big X Cargo from ModHoster. You can clearly see where this is from. It's probably not one I should probably gonna put in the mod spreadsheet, although I should. It's from there. It's part of the big Big X Chrome pack from ModHoster. Rent that 5 hours as well, and this will be pulled along by the beautiful steam train by our forage harvester. So we'll go find our forage harvester. Here it is. I thought about doing a review on this at some point, but then I thought, there's no point. A few other people did reviews on it, and I just don't feel the need to. It's a pretty nice machine, it must be said. The only thing I really do not care for this machine about, and it's not the fact of the front here on the header part, it looks worn and the rest of the machine isn't, is, believe it or not, the fact of this. The license plate. As far as I am aware, you do not need a license plate on American machinery for agricultural use, unlike European stuff for the most part, especially England. Why the hell would you put a license plate on an agricultural piece of equipment? I have no idea. It just doesn't seem logical. It really doesn't. Small thing, but something I'm not a big fan of. Alright, let's jump up inside. Give it a startup. It's nice. I generally do like this machine. Has got the central air system. I believe you can lower it. Lower 7. Sink down for more traction. Real life. In-game, does it have any benefit? I don't think so. Personally, really don't believe so. I don't think it's got pipe gun. I don't think it has any IC controller if memory serves on this. This may have been updated, but the version I have installed right now most definitely does not have any IC. Likewise, this Chrome Big X pack, I think this has had an update since I've ever used it, so maybe worthwhile taking a look-see if that so desires. So we're going to go off to field 12, it's only just there, and apparently I'm going to need to sort that out because that's going to get irritating. Right, we are back. Sorry about that, guys. Just have to briefly shut up everything. Okay, so I think that should be ready to harvest. I hope it is. It's still not. Really? That sucks. Well, I'm guessing we're going to need a fast time because this episode is going to be silage. Sorry, combat. I said it yesterday. Got your hopes and dreams up. And then I crushed them. This is going to be silage. We'll be back. Alrighty, we have some beautiful corn now. Yeah, I kind of boo-booed a bit as well, and we fast timed, and of course the rent time was pretty much non-existent after fast timing. Yeah. Live and learn. Alright, now the traffic is probably not gonna like what I'm about to do, but tough poop on this one. Open. Rotate it the other way, should be okay. Alrighty. Unfold the header. Unfold the machine. This is the first time I've actually used this forage harvester. It'll be pretty cool. And yep, we're loading that up. Won't take us long. It's funny how what's going into the harvester is green, and of course we have to harvest fully dried corn. It wouldn't be the case. So one thing I never noticed until I think it was UK Daz mentioned about it, that in the game you have to harvest. Let's get the cruise set. You have to harvest fully grown corn that in real life would not be the case. Something I never noticed. Never even thought about. That is a very true one. Now this trailer you may saw when I rented it holds 80,000, I believe it is, or 60,000, something like that. It holds a lot. It's going to be a lot more than the trailer that's on the 85 will hold. Wanted to go around and do a pass doing this, and we'll probably at some point take a pause to do a screenshot, although I imagine this video is going to have to be ran short as it is 3:30. People are going to start getting home around 4ish, 4:45, so this video may be a lot shorter than normal. Am I going to burn myself while I have a sip of my coffee? Yep, that sucker's still pretty warm. Dang. Nice harvester this, it is a real nice one. I thought about doing a whole crop harvest at some point too. Something different. I don't see many people doing it. And of course, now I've said it, I'm probably going to see a flurry of people doing it in the farm sim community. Maybe. Who knows? But you don't see many people doing a whole crop harvest. That'd be kind of neat with this. I just heard a car door slam, so it could be them back already. Hopefully not. Yep, that tree will have to get taken out maybe. Shame we can't climb up the trees to chop up some of the limbs. Forage harvest's getting dirty pretty quick too. For whatever reason. 60%. Once it gets to 100% we'll spin around and let it do its thing on auto combine. That is the one plus with using this trailer. You can use this on auto combine. That is a godsend, let me tell you. It's the main reason with Thornton that I just... not Thornton, Nasewell, I just didn't know what direction to go with it. Because it's mainly animal orientated, and to do animal stuff like this by yourself, your only option really is setting up course play. That I feel on that map would have been a complete pain in the ass. I think Daggerwin was going to do it. Never got a chance to see that video of him doing that, so hopefully that may have worked out for him, I don't know. But I can see that just being such a pain, having to babysit all the vehicles. I don't know. It seemed just too much of a headache. That map is, to me, with that anyway, and how tight it is, like any of those maps would be a small, maybe group of 4 of you, including yourself, doing it. Just so it wasn't such a pain in the ass. What we're going to do is do a couple of headland passes, and then we'll just go straight up and down. Probably do one cut down the middle and go from there. May confuse auto combine, so we may not be able to. I do not rightly know. This is getting full 95%, so we may make the turn, but we'll probably just wait until we get to the end, and then jump into the 85, and that should be good to go. I am hearing a hydraulic ram sound for whatever reason. I think it's that trailer. That trailer, I think. Yeah, hear it? Oh, would you look at? Oh, that's the corn headers. I need to go through and remove a lot of the combine mods that I got in when I was hunting around for a good one, because the big portion I got, the John Deere stuff, left me with a load of errors like that. And I know some people may not mind errors like that, or like don't care about that log being completely chocker full of errors. I know one person in particular, GT Farming. I think I'm pointing at you there. But me, it's probably going to make your game run like crap. So it's something that I try to avoid as much as possible. So what's going to be the quickest way? I'll probably take a run up here, I guess. And then is the thing that bugs me with the hydraulic noise is the fact that it travels. It sticks with you. It's like it's stuck on that loop. And as soon as I empty it, it'll be fine. It's once it gets partly full, I believe. But it's just irritating, that's all I find. And no doubt you guys are finding it darn irritating too. I think if it disconnected, it should have gone away. What I should have done, or could have done, is just drove straight through the middle of that field. It would have ruined the crop, but I would probably split that field almost into 2, especially if it's got direct access like that. Just to run straight through would be so much quicker. Now on the Roland trailer, you've not seen it in this configuration before, other than me swapping through them. This is the silage config, so it should have no issue, and we should be able to hold a lot more. I think this may hold either 40 or 50 foul of silage. I have muted all of my notifications, and I'm still hearing it. Shush. See? You guys heard that then. Or may not even be mine. I bet it was my girlfriend's tablet that's right next to me too. So it is going to dump. How much is it going to put in there? Is the next question. Yep, it's her devices. Maybe only 40 foul. I'm gonna have to go through and mute her sound effects too. Job done. So what did that leave in there actually? Did that empty it? It may have almost emptied it. So yeah, 50,000 this holds, so that's not bad at all. I wonder if there is a way of skirting around the side of the field with this. Alright, let's get this going again. We're going to use auto combine from now on. Yeah, it's emptied, it's sweet. Why did I shut it down? Oh dear. It's me not thinking. Alright, 4? Yep. Go around in circles. For the time being, anyway. and drive. Shouldn't have any issues. Pretty kick-ass. I do like that forage harvester a lot, minus the license plate. Kind of fitting considering I'm in Canada right now, so I'm in North America, but nope, don't like it. Right, so what I'm going to do is just skirt around the outside. I think there's enough margins on the outside to be able to do it. I'm hoping so anyway. What tractor am I going to use to compress the silage, you may ask? I don't know what happened there. Kind of upset about that, actually. Well, I was thinking about getting the Caterpillar tractor in. Cat. Or as we nicknamed it, Terrence. I'm going to have to try freeze the crop. I'm going to have to do it again here, but it looks good. I don't know, the road may have been actually, whoa, may have been quicker. We'll take the road on the way back, just to see. That's not going to fill up too quickly, that is nice. Okay, the silo that I think I'm going to use is where the Massey Ferguson is parked. That's handy. Not. So we'll reverse this piece of equipment. Would say piece of junk, but hey, it may upset some people. Alright, that's that out of the way. Come on. Running into the side, that would have hurt quite a lot. So we'll back this up. Now, if I had everything in a row, I'd be able to use the buck rake and all that, but we're just going to drive over to the back end. And dump it on the last segment and just slowly drive forward. Something so it's not too steep. How full is the combine? The forage harvester? 61%. Yeah, not bad. So we can take a full load from it. That's pretty neat. That's cool. We like that. Now, realistically, guys, I could probably set up a course play doing this and continue to drive. That may be something I do. We'll do at some point. Those bunks there are going to be my main bunks for the silage, so we may do another episode where I do that and concentrate on driving the harvester. That may be something pretty neat. Worth a try anyway. And now we'll come up top, and I think it's about time for a thumbnail. Do you believe? Another thing that'd be kind of neat in the game for 17 is if we can adjust the mirrors. We've got mirrors in there now, awesome. But maybe if they implemented something like SCS does, where you can adjust your stock mirrors, no matter whether it's a mod, whether it's not a mod, would be kind of cool. Depends if the coders will want to do it. It's like me and the guys on TeamSpeak have talked about in the past, and I hate saying this, but I'm going to. It does seem like the coders can be pretty lazy. Where they're sticking to very similar stuff no matter what they're doing. I don't know, I don't want to say it, I hate to say it, but that's the feeling I get. They're being kind of, I don't know, lazy on some stuff. Could argue that one saying it's hard to code. Well, maybe it is, but the fact others have done it, I have a hard time to believe that. Oh wow, is it only just gone around there? Is it still going, or has it stopped? Oh no, it must have done a whole nother pass. Oh sweet. So basically the time it takes me to come back and forth, although I'm not going to go through the field this time, I'm going to go around the outside, it has said, nope, I'm full. So hopefully we can get it before it starts another row. Actually, if we let it turn and just catch it driving around here. Now, believe it or not, this trailer does exist. I did a little bit of looking up not too long ago, wondering if it really does exist, and sure enough, it does. No, 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 no. Not doing that. Don't want to do that. Cool, that's gonna work. So this would be actually a perfect spot to take a screenshot. So many stuff's flickering there. Wow, look at all that. I wonder what makes stuff flicker like that. It almost looks like it needs to be brought forward a bit more on the textures. Not sure. Never seen stuff like that before. So yep, that was a full 50,000. Cool. Probably is pretty darn heavy, I would have thought. I imagine this will come relatively close to filling the field, or the silo. May end up planting up another field and corn. I wouldn't mind getting both of those bunks full, knowing the fact that chances are I'm never going to need to do it again for the lifespan of this map. Because it doesn't seem like you use it in a crazy amount, especially if I supplement it with silage bales too. And heck, I could even sell the silage bales off at some point to make a bit of cash on the side. I imagine the silage bales would be worth a good amount of money. Maybe not as much as they sell for in this game. Why are you stopped? I needed to get it going. We'll get it unload stand, and that may not confuse it so much next time. Yeah, as I was saying, those silage bales, I think they sell for like 5,000, something like that, which is way over the top. You know, a grand, maybe not even. Maybe more than likely what I would consider probably with them would be maybe 500, something like that. Maybe not per bale, I don't know. Silage bales, I really have no idea. I know I've talked about normal bales in the past, and as I mentioned in a previous video this week. But even then, probably the trees, to sell, when you sell them, I don't know how much you make from them. It doesn't show up in the top left-hand corner. Well, right-hand corner, should I say. That's surprising. But if I go down to the other cost, then we'll see how much I've made from them, and it's probably a good, sizable chunk of money. In the great scheme of things, it would not take much to strip that forest down. Just sit there and load lumber all day. Cool, that looks pretty good. What I may go ahead and do is bring over the cat tractor in a minute. I'll probably just drive it over. I'm not going to worry faffing around with that trailer. 11% full. Well, already compact, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Not my luck, it'll probably end up getting stuck in there, and I'll need to babysit the tractor anyway. But this trailer, I was thinking about as, you know, getting a transport truck, but I'm glad I didn't. Seems to be working pretty darn nice without one. That is always a plus. So guys, I will catch you guys later.